Good morning, it's time for another delicious edition of Texas Oatmeal. And today we're introducing a new car to the channel. You see the Vanderhall, it's actually switched sides. It might give you an idea of maybe what has changed. But before I reveal the new vehicle, which some of you that know me already know what it is, but which is probably most of you that are watching this because you're the only ones that watch my channel. I decided that the BMW was no longer for me. The range is just not there for me. Having to put fuel in it. It was always like this weird feeling when you go to the gas station to put fuel in an electric car, because I don't know why it's weird. It's just weird. So decided I needed something else. Needed something a little bit bigger because the BMW is not a very big car, although I like weird, small, quirky cars. I used to have a smart car. So obviously the Vanderhall is kind of weird and small and quirky. So I decided that it was time to get something a little bit bigger, something that I could use a little bit more, and maybe something to tow the Vanderhall. Because there's a couple things that I want to do potentially this year, but at least in the future with the Vanderhall, that it's going to require getting it towed to a destination. Because driving across the United States in the Vanderhall, although that would be fun, not super practical since there's no top, no doors, no AC. So that leads me to the new vehicle. Something I can tow the Vanderhall with, something that is a little more practical, as in I can go get, you know, supplies from the local hardware store or something. You know, you get a lot in the back of a BMW, but it's not super long. So getting like, I don't know, 2x4s, because I want to extend the back patio and completely enclose it. I'm gonna need some 8-foot long 2x4s. 8-foot long 2x4s don't fit in a BMW i3. I mean, they would if you let them hang out, and then you're driving with the hatch open, or you just can't do it. So I had to get something that could facilitate that a little bit better and tow the Vanderhall. So without further ado, the new vehicle is a good old Nissan Frontier pick-em-up truck. This bad boy, brand new, SV 4x4. So that we can do truck things, which you can see I'm already doing truck things with it because I had to go get a little storage cabinet for the garage because I'm tired of looking at the all of this nonsense. So I'm going to put all that in the cabinet. Let's clean that up. But I decided on a Nissan Frontier because they're cheap and they're reliable. At least this one is. So this car's been out since 2005. It's got the V6. 4x4. It's already dirty because it's Texas and it's already bug season in Texas. So I decided that this just made sense. There were lots of 4-door versions of this car you could get online. Make it where you can, you know, throw your people in the back, but I don't have kids, or so don't need the 4 doors. So just a little extended cab works for me. And yeah, so I also wanted the longer bed because the little 4 doors, they're a little short, like what, 5-foot beds or something, ridiculously short. So I wanted to be able to put at least 6 feet of stuff in the back, and then if you hang the tailgate down and get a couple feet or whatever, that just makes more sense to me, at least for what I use a truck for. So yeah, this is the new addition to the Texas Oatmeal family. BMW is gone. So hopefully we'll be doing some cool things to this. There actually are a couple things that I've already went ahead and purchased. WeatherTech, I think everybody knows what that's probably going to be, even though there's a couple things in there that might be different. And these guys right here, those are actually fog lights for the front, because it doesn't come with fog lights, and to put fog lights on from the factory, it's like $200 something. Those are 40 bucks. So I'll throw those on myself. But yeah, pretty excited about it. It's nice to have a brand new car. These things are super cheap right now, because this is the last year of this one. The 2020s have a different engine, different transmission. So who knows how that's gonna go. This is like the regular 4-liter with the same transmission that's been in them forever, maybe, I don't really know. I did some research, I didn't do all the research, but everybody says these are super reliable. I had the Tacoma before that obviously was reliable. I never had any issues out of the Tacoma, but Tacomas are expensive. This same truck, if you buy it new right now from Toyota, it is like $30,000 or something crazy, which is what these stick are for technically, but these are considerably heavily discounted right now. And I just couldn't pass it up. Got me out from underneath the BMW, and into something that I can use more realistically. Now, granted, it's gas, not electric. I'm gonna spend more on gas, but I just couldn't do the electric thing any longer. I also lost my free charge station that was close to the office. That went away because I got in trouble for using it because I'm not a customer of that facility. So I wasn't using it during store hours or during business hours for that facility, but they still got mad at me when they showed up one morning while I was there charging. You know, and I'm not gonna sit here and cause trouble, so obviously I'm not gonna go charge for free at their place of business if they don't want me there. So anyways, I kind of gave up on the whole electric car thing. I am keeping the charger just in case, because you never know when you might get something else electric. And chargers are expensive for electric cars, and I got a sweet deal on this one when I bought it. Actually, when I bought this one, I only paid 150 bucks. So some guy getting rid of a Nissan Leaf, Nissan, and he didn't need the charger anymore because he was going to a regular Honda Civic or something, and sold this to me for 150 bucks. It's like a $500 charger. So I'm gonna keep it just in case. You never know. Maybe I get the electric Vanderhall one day. Probably not. I don't know. Maybe. But yeah, so that's the update for today. Sweet little Nissan truck. I think for the most part, we're gonna keep it kind of stock. I am gonna lift the front end a little bit, get it up off the ground just a couple inches, just so the truck sits level. And at some point, once these tires wear out, I'm gonna get better, cooler tires. I do have a couple other things already on order for it that I wanted to do right away. Just little stuff, nothing crazy, because I mostly, you know, I don't need another project. The Vanderhall already takes up some time and money, and I don't have much time for it right now. So having this project, although I'll find time eventually to get around to all these things, I didn't need a whole lot to do with this one. So yeah, that's it for today, and I hope you guys like this truck. And maybe you hate them, maybe you're like, Nissans are horrible, and if that's true, hey, great, I got a warranty on this thing, so I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, that's it for today. So we're gonna come back to you more often, trying to do more updates, and hopefully I have some time to keep doing these updates. Yeah, so that's the news for today, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
You must be blinded by the lights. We came to shine here. Watch it look daytime in the night. We bring the vibes here. We full of light.